Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. This is Steve from Crypto Chain, where we bring you daily news and daily sentiment in the crypto space. In today's news, how much does it cost to mine one Bitcoin? JPMorgan strategists may have just called Bitcoin's bottom price. Others suggest there's still more pain ahead. In a recent report seen by Decrypt, investment bank JPMorgan estimates that the production cost to mine one Bitcoin has dropped from $24,000 at the start of June to just $13,000. Bitcoin's production cost is an estimate of the average cost for mining one Bitcoin per day. This cost depends primarily on the electricity costs incurred by miners for running their machines, but there are other variables. So long as the price of Bitcoin holds above this cost, mining operations remain profitable, and many market observers suggest that production costs also can serve as the lower bound of Bitcoin's price range in the bear market. According to a New York-based bank, Bitcoin's bottom could very well be a lowly 13,000, marking a 45% drop from today's prices, while clearly helping miners' profitability and potentially reducing pressures on miners to sell Bitcoin holdings to raise liquidity or for deleveraging. The decline in the production cost might be perceived as negative for the Bitcoin price outlook going forward. JPMorgan strategist led by Nikolai wrote, they base their estimates primarily on the decrease in electricity use as miners deploy more efficient mining rigs. Still, other metrics paint a slightly different picture for the leading cryptocurrency. According to data pulled from Macro Micro, for instance, the production cost still hovers at a little over $17,700. When mining costs are lower than Bitcoin's market value, more miners will join. When mining costs are higher than miners' revenue, number of miners will decrease, the data provider's site explains. Both entities calculate Bitcoin's production cost using Cambridge Bitcoin Electricity Consumption Index data. However, the data provided by CBECI depends on the average electricity cost of the miner, which can deviate widely and affect calculations. Other costs include infrastructure, hardware, and hiring employees to maintain mining farms can also vary. The cost of production varies greatly based on the kind of rigs and the cost of power, but also labor costs and facility maintenance. Zach Bradford, CEO of Bitcoin mining firm CleanSpark, confirmed with Decrypt. Bradford added that his team's analysis puts the production cost even lower than JPMorgan's. With the majority of public miners running latest generation rigs and with strategic power management contracts in place, our internal research puts the number closer to 12,000 for public miners, he said. But even within a company, it will vary by facility. CleanSpark, for example, has facilities that are lower than that. That means that as long as Bitcoin stays above 12,000, public miners would still turn profit. Regardless of the difference in production cost, almost all miners have under pressure following Bitcoin's catastrophic plunge since November. Glassnode has outlined this stress using something called the Puel multiplier. This mathematical model measures the overall income for Bitcoin miners. When the metric is especially low, miners are earning less on average and are more likely to either sell Bitcoin holdings or shutter some machines. These days, they are certainly earning a lot less than in the past. Bitcoin miners are earning just 49% as much as the 12-month average. This implies miner income stress is like factory. Events like the COVID crash, China's crypto ban, and recent price action all correlate with a low Puel multiplier, as well as broader miner capitulation. Recent headline also confirms as much. Last month, publicly traded Bitcoin miner Core Scientific Inc. sold nearly 7,000 Bitcoin at an average price of $23,000. Similarly, Algo blockchain also sold roughly 15.6 million in the leading cryptocurrency to cover costs. So what do you guys think about this new article? Do you think Bitcoin is headed down to $13,000 per Bitcoin? 7,000 Bitcoin was sold at an average price of $23,000. So as miners are starting to not see profit and their profits are actually getting less and less if the market does go down, and we do see a lowercase for Bitcoin, I wouldn't be surprised if you see even massive sell-offs that majority of these miners will either turn off their mining rigs, will sell their Bitcoins for profit so they could actually sustain their rigs and continue to mine. This is a very interesting point that Bitcoin is at. I wouldn't be surprised if we do go lower than 19,000 to 17,000, testing those marks. And possibly if the mining and the miners start to sell off, I wouldn't be surprised if we go ahead and saw a 14,000 to 13,000 Bitcoin. Can you imagine that, from a 68,000 high all the way down to 13,000? Anything is possible with Bitcoin, as we have all seen before. What goes up definitely must come down, and will definitely go up again in the near future. Hopefully, I'm thinking 1 to 3 years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My name is Steve from Crypto Chain. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.